My name is Kenley, and this is going to be my third tutorial, and it's going to be on the windmill. Now, first off, I'm going to teach you on how to do this stab, and not from like the foundational way of doing it from your back. So, I'm gonna teach you on how to do this stab, and then I'm going to teach you on how to do this from standing. So, from stab, you're going to start off with the hand glide freeze, such as this. But when you're doing this, you're going to keep your legs down like this, and then you're going to like swing your right leg down, then up, and then while you're doing this, your forearm's going to collapse. Now, here's where the first problem comes in. You don't know how to like collapse with your forearm. So when I did this, I practiced just stabbing and then collapsing to my forearm. So I recommend you to practice this on a soft floor, such as the carpet here, so that way you won't feel like a lot of pain when you're gonna be going down onto the floor like that. So I recommend you to just practice this on a soft floor first, on the collapsing. So you're just gonna freeze with the hand glide freeze, then collapse. And that's pretty much it on the first part. The other part is that you're going to be swinging your legs. And for me, I'm going to be swinging my right leg because I go clockwise. And this is because I am dominant with my right arm. So, when I swing, I'm just going to be like, my legs are in the ground. But when I swing, I'm going to bring my right leg up and then swing down, then up. So, put these two motions together with the collapsing of your forearm and with the swinging. You're gonna do like your first windmill. So it's gonna go right leg up and then swing and collapse. Now this is where my first problem came in also as well. I thought I had to collapse and then swing correctly, but it turns out that I wasn't able to continue it. And when I wasn't able to continue it, this is how it looked. I went like this. Now, the reason why it was like this was because I went onto my lower back. And because I went onto my lower back, I wasn't able to spin. And with that, I wasn't able to continue on windmill. So, a thing that got me to be able to continue it was just going into a backspin from this. So if you're able to go into a backspin from this, such as this, that's good, because it means that you're able to continue it, because you're on your upper back. And that's the whole thing about the windmill. You're going to be on your upper back. And if you keep landing on your lower back, it might mean that you're either not collapsing correctly, or it just means that you're not swinging your legs hard enough. So, because of this, I was able to get my first windmill, and it doesn't mean that you did your first windmill if your lower back comes in contact with the ground. If you're able to go from a backspin from the hand glide, that means you just did your first windmill. And with that, I'm going to teach you on how to continue your windmill. So when I had my first windmill, I wondered on how to continue it because I kept seeing a lot of people being able to do it. So I kept practicing and practicing, and I got nowhere. So what I did here was I practiced on this one thing, and that was the restab. So what I did here on how to practice the restab was I kept my left forearm to the side of me like this, and I kept my right arm stabbed. So when I did this, I practiced going from my back to the hand glide freeze with my upper back like this. So I practiced and I slowly turn to clockwise, so I slowly turn until I can get to my right hand, and then I try to get up from that, and then I could go again. And the thing with your left forearm, it's gonna be like you're gonna be using it as to like get you some height, so your legs don't touch the ground or at all. So it's okay to like touch the ground with your legs, well, your left leg for me, if you're going clockwise when you're practicing that drill, but it's not okay when you're doing that the entire time for your windmill. So I practice this drill with my right arm stabbed and my left arm to my side, and then try to practice the restab, and then I try and go back to a windmill again. Now, and this is how I learned how to do a windmill. So if you put that together, you're gonna get this. But the thing about this, doing it like this, is that it's gonna be really slow. You're gonna be able to continue it, but it's gonna be really slow. So to get more speed, once I had that restab, I was able to get into the mindset of knowing how to stab, knowing how to windmill from the stab with my legs in the air. So what I did here was I added a little bit of a hop like this. I was on my upper back like this, and then I did a little bit of a hop. That. Now, when you're hopping like that, you're gonna be using your hips and a little bit of your swinging legs. So it'll be kind of like this. You're gonna be on your upper back, use your hips and your swinging leg, and just hop like this. And with that, you're gonna be able to turn, because your swinging leg is gonna be swinging up to give you that height, and it's also gonna help you turn as well to get to the stab. So once you've done that, you're gonna stab. You're gonna do your windmill, hop, and then windmill from there. And that's pretty much on how to do the windmill from the stab. So brief recap. You're gonna swing down, then up, and then collapse. So swing down, up, collapse, snap, hop, hop. And that's pretty much on how to do a windmill. Now the thing about doing a windmill like this is because you're gonna be able to transition into a freeze from that windmill, because your legs are gonna be already up in the optimum amount of height, whereas when I taught you how to restab originally, your legs are gonna be pretty low on the ground. So when you do the windmill with the hop, you're gonna have more height, and with more height, you're gonna be able to transition into a freeze. So doing the windmill that way, you're gonna be able to go from a windmill to a baby freeze, and that's one way that you can finish off your windmill. You could just go into windmill and then a baby freeze. And with that, I've taught you on how to do the windmill from the stab. Now I'm going to teach you on how to do the windmill from standing. And this one is going to be sort of difficult, but this is a really crucial part on how to windmill. Because if you know how to do the windmill from standing, you're going to be able to get variations of other windmills easier. So, some variations of windmills that I learned easier from this was that I was able to do the Munchmill easier. I was able to do Australians easier. I was able to do a lot more windmills easier because I started from standing. Because if you start from the stab, you're not going to have a lot of momentum to do other windmills. But if you start from standing, you're going to have a lot more momentum. And with that momentum, you're going to be able to do other variations of windmills. So, from standing, you're going to use, I'm going to also say I'm going clockwise and I'm dominant with my right arm. You're going to use your left arm and then put it down on the ground like so. And when you're going to put it down on the ground, you're going to put around the area of where your right leg is at. So, put your left arm down where your right leg is at, and then once you do that, you're gonna swing your right leg up like this. So put those motions together. You're gonna put your left arm down, swing your right leg up, and as well you're gonna bring your left leg up as well. So it's gonna be like this. But when you're doing that, when you do that as well, you're also gonna put it down like after the two legs go up, you're gonna put down your right arm, and this is clockwise. So left arm down, swing up with your legs, but first start out with the right leg, and then put your right arm down. So left arm swing, and then right arm. So once you got that, you got the concept of you have the idea of how to like go into a windmill. Now, this start is going to be crucial if you're going to be doing moves such as an air flare or a 90. But this is the start that everybody, most b-boys use when they're going to start off with their power. So, but the way I'm going to teach you is that you're going to be doing it into a windmill. So, when you go into if you want to like practice this move, if you don't have it down, try and like do this. It'll get you into the motion and the idea of doing this type of throwdown. So, and once you have that, you're gonna be able to like get the concept of like playing that of like this throwdown. But and also, okay, so now that you have this down, you're gonna practice on how to like go down into a windmill. So one thing that I did to practice going down into a windmill was I practiced it like this. I have like my left leg, both of my legs down on the ground like this, my left arm touching the ground like this with my hand down, and then I just practiced it like just swooping down like this. This will get you into the idea of collapsing on from a higher up position, and it'll give you the idea of like going from like a standing, from like you're in kind of a handstand, and you're gonna be swooping down with like your right forearm, and then you're just gonna go onto your shoulder. Now this is when, remember, you're gonna use like your forearm to go into the windmill. So, and since this is from standing, you're not going to be doing a stab at all. So, you're just going to like kind of learn how to like go into a forearm freeze like that, and go into a forearm, and like do the throwdown, forearm, and then once you do that, you're going to try and land onto your shoulder, and once you got that, you're going to be able to do your windmill from that. And here's an example of what I mean like by having more momentum from standing. I'm gonna show you how I do my munch mills, how many munch mills I do from standing, and I'm gonna show you how many I do from stab. So here are my munch mills from standing. And here are my munch mills from stab. As you can see here, I was only able to get one munch mill from stab. And that was because I didn't have enough momentum to continue it. Now, I'm not going to teach you how to do a munch mill yet. I will soon. But you can see from that example that doing it from the standing is a lot better on how to learn windmills, because I was able to get more momentum, and as I was able to practice the move itself. And with that, now I'm gonna show you the example of just doing a normal windmill from standing. So from standing, left arm down, right leg up with your left leg, right arm down, and then you're just gonna go down. So put all those motions together, you're just gonna have this. And with that, that's how to do a windmill from standing. And if you have any questions on how to do the windmill, message me, send a video response, comment on the video, but at least send me a video of your windmill so I can see if I can correct it. And with that, this is the windmill tutorial. Bye.